Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another iRacing video. It's a while since we've been in the dirt on the Dirt Road series, but that's what we're going to be jumping into today in the VW. And we're at Charlotte, which is a track that's not been that kind to me sort of through the seasons of running this series. So managed to qualify P1 for this one, which is a nice start definitely, and the splits worked out pretty fairly. So let's see if we can convert that pole position into a decent result. All right, we're here at Daytona in the Beetle Lite. Qualified P1. Split is pretty fair, 1.6 at the minute in dirt, and the average is 1.5, so a little bit under split if that makes sense, but I am the number one car, so yeah, let's see what we can do from pole position. Just waiting to grid up.
Run one joker lap. One.
Alright, here we go then.
Green, green, green.
It's green, green, green.
Good to go.
Alright, so we're going to lead into T1 here. Cut P2 off as we drift a little bit wide. Using my handbrake in these nowadays just to try and get a bit of extra rotation, especially around here at Charlotte, I've noticed. Don't know, it just seems like the little VW doesn't want to rotate very easily. So a bit of handbrake helps to get it around some corners. Most noticeably that first double right, this one sometimes, and then especially this hairpin at the end. I found there's a lot of times I'm too close into that wall, and a bit of handbrake just gets that car rotated around. End up down to third in that right hander there, understeered a little bit wide. Used to take this corner in fourth, we're up in fifth for the first half now, and I can sometimes carry fifth all the way around it, but not this time at least. Building a bit of a gap to Jonathan, which is nice. Bit of handbrake there. And again. We are high and wide this time. Thankfully, Jonathan didn't really capitalise on my mistake. Bit better through that right hander that time. Just a little jab of the handbrake just helps to get it rotated through that first half. I used to get it around there just all with foot brake and then using probably a bit of power to get it rotated, but so much more sort of effective it seems using the handbrake now. Didn't mean to grab second just then. It was a double click on the paddle. Me and Jonathan fighting for the lead then. Everyone else is 14 seconds behind, so they've come a cropper along the way. I know, well, I think everyone else has taken the joker lap. It's just down at the bottom right, underneath the video. You won't be able to see it, but I'll take a glance once I'm not spotting an apex. Yeah, everyone else has taken the joker except for us. Jonathan's just dropped back a little bit further. Bit more handbrake again there. You can just see it on the traces at the bottom, that's the yellow line is for the handbrake. You can see I'm literally just giving it a little stab, and it's all it needs just to throw that back end around. I've probably done with a little bit more just then, to be honest. Alright, we're on to lap 5. Some names are dropping out of the split so far. I think 2 have gone, we're down to 6 remaining in the split. Jonathan is at 3 seconds and still not used his joker. Everyone else behind is dropping even further back. It's nice. Just realised when I'm running these that I've got two relatives up. I've got the Race Lab one that you can see, and then I've also got the black box, the iRacing one, just below it, which says the Jokers, but I'm fairly sure I should be able to get the Joker laps onto the Race Labs. So I'll need to look into that next time I remember. It says me having two relatives up. I know in the D-Class Dirt Road Series, this is the rookies that I'm running right now. In the D-Class with the open setups, you can change brake bias and stuff like that on the fly, so I'll want the in-car adjustments black box up as opposed to the relatives, so that's definitely one to look into. So we are halfway through the race. Spotter called 5 laps to go last time. 10 lap race. Jonathan behind has taken his Joker now. Just saw that flash up blue in the black box. So that puts him at 8 seconds back. You'd actually lose time in the Joker at Charlotte as opposed to gain time like normal. So I'll probably just take mine on the last lap. That way I can fight right to the end if anything goes a cropper. It's always nice to keep a Joker up your sleeve. Didn't want to take it right at the start, like I think P3 dived straight off and took it, but puts you back in the pack then and you're fighting and losing time then. Especially when you're in the lead like this, you probably want to keep aces like that up your sleeve. Double stab of the handbrake that time. Sort of it started rotating and then straightened out in the kind of middle of the first half of that corner. That was some words, middle of the first half of that corner. Anyway, second stab of the handbrake to get it spun around. Nice and close to this wall on the way around. Not going to grab fourth this time. Let the grass do a bit of spinning. It didn't do enough, so I'll take some handbrake. Easing it around gently on the power on the dirt. Otherwise it just lights up into tons of wheel spin and gives you no power or traction whatsoever. Tokyo in round the right-hander. We've got a good gap to Jonathan.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Alright. 2 to go then. Well, sorry if this has been a bit of a boring race. It's been an absolutely dreadful week for me racing. So, planning for this video to come out on Saturday night, and it's currently Friday night.
1 more lap to win.
I have entered a lot of races this week, and pretty much all of them have ended on the first lap, including my first attempt at doing this dirt road earlier this evening. I qualified P2, I think. I think I qualified pole in fact, but P2 trumped me off the line. And then I ran wide in this first corner, hit that tyre stack on the outside, got collected by the field, and that was the end of that race. It's going to be nice to actually cross a finish line in a competitive position. Obviously we had that good result in the Radical at Imola earlier in the week. That was some great avoiding action there. Yeah, the good result at Imola in the Radical, but unfortunately that wasn't a trend that carried on through the week up until now. So Jonathan 13 seconds back, so I don't need to attack the Joker. Just get it around.
You completed the Joker lap. Car right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
And that's all she wrote. And we're going to have some car contact to finish.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Alright, happy days. Bit of a victory in the old dirt road. It's only the second one in these, second of this series. I only run this Beetle so far, so feels good to get a win under the belt for the week. Alright, taking the win. Sorry if it was a bit of a boring race, but you know, wins in iRacing come so few and far between that I feel like every win that you do get's got to be documented. It's got to be uploaded there. So yeah, another win in the Dirt Road series. That's only number 2. I've run this series quite a lot, to be fair, even though we're still in the rookies. But yeah, P1 will take that definitely. So as you're watching this, possibly I'll be doing the IMSA 2 hour 40 minute race again tomorrow afternoon. or sort of 12 hours from now, whatever your time zone is. So come and hang out on Twitch if that does go ahead. That'll be around about, I think it's 3 o'clock UK time. Going to be in the Corvette. We're at Daytona. So yeah, if you're free and not doing anything, come over to Twitch and hang out over there, and we'll do some racing. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this video. So if you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel out, and consider subscribing if you're new here and you've not done that already. Other than that, take it easy and look after yourself. I'll catch you in the next one.